All right, guys, welcome back to the Nature B Show. I am so happy to have you. So, I am trying this StreamYard for the first time. So, if this doesn't turn out how it should, then we're going to have to do it again. So, thank you so much for watching me today. So, today we're going to switch it up. Today, we are going to do a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode review. So, I love episode reviews. I watch them after pretty much most of my shows. So, I decided how about I do them too? So I'm going to just incorporate a couple of my favorite shows into my channel. And so I felt like since Love and Hip Hop is back for the first time in a year, or maybe longer than that, that this would be the perfect time to start that, fresh season, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to take these glasses off because they're glaring, but I may have to put them back on to read my notes because I'm blind. So, y'all just bear with me. And again, this is my first time using StreamYard, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I thank you for watching anyway. Okay, so we open up now. We may open up with something else, but the first thing I can remember is Rashida and the side baby. So don't get me wrong. I'm really glad that, the baby was welcomed into the family and can be loved and cuddled and coddled and all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's still weird as fuck to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like again, nothing against the baby, completely innocent. Children deserve to be loved and all that jazz. So I'm glad that again the child is welcomed into the family. However, I don't know. It's like a part of me wishes that I had the type of patience and love and forgiveness to be able to handle a situation like that. But then a part of me is like, no, I'm good. Like I think not handling a situation like that is okay too. So anywho, then we move on to Yandy and Mendices. Yandy and Mendices have moved to the A. Okay, so they have said, we'll holler at you, New York, and we're going to move to where the money resides, which is where filming is now, and that's Atlanta. And so I don't know what that means for little Mendices and the other child that Mendices has with that Erica girl. Wait, no. I don't remember the girl. I think maybe Erica, may not be, but the other one is like the same age as Amir and the foster daughter. So I don't know if they're gonna make cameos at some point. Now I do remember seeing the foster daughter in a preview at the end of the episode with Yandy, and some about her grandma came up. So I don't know if she couldn't go to Atlanta or not, but we will see. So, anywho, again, Yandy and Mendices are now in Atlanta where the money resides, and that's what they're doing. So, Yandy is pretty much continuing the crusade for Black Lives Matter and Breonna Taylor. So, kudos to her. Then we have a scene with Erica, Bambi, and Sierra. And Sierra is yet again giving bad advice. And Bambi is yet again complaining about how Scrappy doesn't help her with the children while she's pregnant with the third child in 3 years. And Erica is yet again complaining about Safari and how he's straight in the club and not at home. And yeah, so I was kind of like over that scene already because it's nothing we haven't heard before. And I'm just kind of over you women, us women, forgive me, because I have been there, done that too. So I'm just kind of over us women, constantly allowing ourselves to be attached to these men that aren't ready for Freddie, as my mom would say. And having these children with them and spending this time and investing with them, knowing from the beginning before you made all of these investments that this man, regardless of what he says, is not ready for what he says he's ready for. So again, I was kind of over that scene, and I just need us women to do better because I'm just sick of it. Look, sweetie, Erica, for instance, Safari told you he ain't want no more kids, but you end up getting pregnant again. Bambi, yeah, Scrap wants all these kids, but Scrap also isn't helping you significantly with these kids because you wouldn't be on every fucking season and every fucking show every time you have a baby and get pregnant by this Negro talking about how he doesn't help you. So again, I was just kind of over that scene. I didn't really care. I like Bambi. I don't like Erica. Don't really care for Sierra either, but still, I was over that scene. Moving on. So then we have Rashida and Kirk again, and now they're having like this disturbing ass sex scene that like nobody wanted to see. Like just nobody wanted to see. Like the impact in me was like, ew, I can't see this. Look away. I And you can be a over 40 couple and be sexy, and y'all just ain't. Like, I would rather have watched Jen and Ben than y'all, honestly. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. It just seemed real staged, and like, we happy to be back on the show. So we just grasping at straws, trying to find some shit to seem interesting. And I guess, because sex sells, y'all decided to give us a scene in y'all bedroom, and then Carter big ass come in there trying to hop in the bed with y'all, talking about he got monsters in the bed and shit. And don't get me wrong, Carter is adorable, but we all know Carter ass ain't sleeping in the bed with y'all every night. So if y'all not having sex, it's not because of Carter. So y'all can miss me with all that bullshit. Let's see. Then we have a scene with Sierra and BK. So I've been over Sierra BK since Sierra BK got on the show, just to be honest. Like, when Sierra got on the show, she was with Shooter at first. Shooter was fucking around. She left Shooter. Okay, cool. Do you, boo. But then here comes BK. And my thing is, I'm over people doing these rebound relationships that turn into long-term relationships that shouldn't have ever been in a relationship in the first place. Like, come on now. You was fresh out of a marriage, okay? A marriage. That wasn't your boo. That wasn't just your baby daddy. That was your husband that you had been with for a long time. I remember you telling us how y'all was in the mud and y'all was homeless together and all this other type of shit. So why would you feel like it was normal and it would behoove you to leave from a man that you were married to, that you have history with, that you generally loved, to get with BK, this rando that just came out of no fucking where, and that, oh, now you love him so much. And then now here we are with a new season, and now he ain't shit. But we knew he wasn't shit from the first place. Wasn't he the same nigga that came to your daughter's birthday party? Let's press pause on that. Why the fuck did you buy your daughter on her 15th birthday an Audi? Girl, seriously, get out of here. If that's not some hood rich ghetto shit, I don't know what it is. But anyway, back to BK. So ain't he the same dude that came to the birthday party with printed out receipts from text messages of you and some other dude at your daughter's birthday party, not only embarrassing you, but her in front of all of her friends? Okay, cool. And that's just one thing I remember. So move around, Sierra, move around. And more so into like the glam shop and like your businesses that pay you for what you say, because that's where we got that from, was you. How about you worry about the business that pay you and stay out these niggas' faces? Because all of this, oh, I'm with him and I love him so much, but he a fuck nigga and he cheating on me, so fuck that nigga. Like, we're over that. we're over that. Like, we're over that. And so then now we gotta listen to you pawning red engagement rings with your homegirls that we don't know at the jeweler, while we now meeting some other nigga that's so amazing. Because if I can remember correctly, BK was so amazing at first too. So Sierra, sit your Gemini ass down somewhere, do some healing. But again, you a Gemini, so you probably ain't gonna do that. No diss to Geminis, but y'all fucking batshit crazy. Moving on. So then we have Young Jock and Yandy at 94.5 The Streets, his radio show. So Yandy is again discussing Breonna Taylor and the work she's doing in the Black Lives Matter movement. Love it. Thanks, Yandy. Keep the crusade going. Really liked that sweater she had on, that pearl sweater. So, Yandy, if you ever see this video and you want to just drop down in the comments and tell me where you got it from, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Or if anybody else knows where she got it from and want to drop down in the comments, that's cool too. So, yeah. Then we have Said that. Okay, so then we have Scrappy and Safari meeting at the gym. So I would like to say that young Merlot is looking kind of cute. Okay, cool. And Scrappy always is cute. Scrappy has that, like, I'm a hood nigga, good nigga at heart type thing. But because I'm a hood nigga and my mama crazy as hell and I was raised in these streets in the entertainment industry at a young age, I ain't shit type shit. So that's why, I can't never give you all the kudos. But I do like to give you a lot of the kudos because I have been watching Love and Hip Hop since the first season, all of the franchises. So I have definitely seen your growth as far as what we've seen on TV, because we all know that TV and social media and all of that is what it is. So what you've shown us, and me personally, I could say that I've seen the growth in you. However, okay. So anywho, we have Scrappy and Safari there at the gym, and they're discussing their husband woes. Y'all are so sad and tired from all of these babies you keep putting in your wives. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I guess that's why they made women birth control and not men birth control. Because y'all get to just run up and shoot the club up and be like, damn, bitch, why did you get pregnant? I'm tired. I don't want no another baby. But I digress. So then we have we have Safari providing Scrappy with some daddy affirmations. And so daddy slash husband affirmations, excuse me. And so Safari needs his feet rubbed, and Scrappy needs his MF and feet rubbed, and Safari needs his oatmeal not to be thrown away. And let me see, did I write anything else down? Yeah, and after Safari's blow up, Scrappy's like, yeah, amen, bro. That's what I was trying to say too. You know what I'm saying? And then we move on. And so I have forgot to mention earlier that young baby Tate, who is the daughter of someone that did a song in Love Jones. And I'm so sorry, no disrespect, I cannot remember the lady's name, but she has some hits out there. So she's her daughter, young baby Tate is. And she gives me real Remy Ma vibes. Like she just really looks like that's what Remy Ma used to look like maybe like 10 years ago or something. And yeah, and so young baby Tate and this white guy, who I'm assuming is her manager, are going to this blinged out video shoot. So okay, that's pretty much all I have for her. Look forward to seeing more about her and what's going on with that. Then we see Sierra and her new titties go to BK's store. And I didn't know BK had a store, but I probably don't give a fuck because I'm probably never going to go there. And I don't really like BK. But anyway, so she goes there in her pajamas and her hair is still pinned up to basically antagonize this Negro. She told us she was going to give him some relief, but all I saw was you trying to get you some and get you an ego boost because you know you in here with these titties up. You know what I'm saying? This robe out in public in his store. And, you know, I feel like you was the one trying to get some relief. Because don't get me wrong, sis. I know that when you know you finna see your old thing, you supposed to turn it up. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be looking good. You supposed to be like yang, yang, yang. You know what I'm saying? However, the fact that you went in there with your hair pinned up and a robe and your titties sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Like just out with a robe. Like I was lost. I was lost, Sierra. Like I was lost. And when he mentioned your titties, I couldn't even feel like it was like a sexy but titties. Yeah, I seduced them. It was more so like, bitch, what the fuck? Like that was more so how I took it. But hey, he your man, not mine. So I don't know. But anyway, so she goes up there to basically, in my humble opinion, antagonize him with her new body yada yada and be like, yeah, nigga, I got a new nigga and this what you missed out on. And so yeah, fuck you. So it was a back and forth between them. I didn't really care because, like I said, I've been over them since the beginning. So forgive me for the details. Y'all might have to watch somebody else for all that back and forth they did. So anyway, then we get back to Safari and Erica. And Safari basically has checked the fuck out the marriage. Like we can get into detail, but why? Safari is basically not the same nigga we met with Erica because I kind of felt like when they got together that, wow, like first I was surprised and kind of shocked. But then knowing that she's a Scorpio and knowing that he's a Cancer, one, they're both water signs, so they're compatible. But also, I just felt more so like Safari was like this lame dude that just really wants to be loved and shit. And so Erica is like the woman that can love him because she's a Scorpio and they do have the capacity to love. However, I also know that Cancer men are very kind of pushover-ish, and they give me kind of vibes like my grandparents. My granddad was a Cancer, my granny's a Scorpio, and my granny kind of ran the show. You know what I'm saying? My granddad just kind of did what he was told to do type shit. So I kind of just got that vibe from them. But what I never got from my grandfather was that checked out vibe I got from Safari in this episode, which led me to believe that he's the other Cancer that's like not the provider and the lover, but more so the free spirit, want to be for the streets and just have a family when he feel like it type shit. Because don't get me wrong, I don't like Erica at all. And there's probably nothing that Erica could ever do to make me like her. I have not liked her ever since I first met her on Love and Hip Hop years ago, especially when I can't remember the lady's name, but she used to go with this guy named Chink. And I think she had like a hard time conceiving or whatever. And Erica was, Erica had got real Hollywood. She was finna get off the show and she was about to do some real acting and shit. And so she was just basically in like this separate room during the reunion and was just trashing the fuck out that lady. And I don't play about women who want children that are incapable of reproducing and things like that. Like, I think that's just one of the worst things. That's why I don't fuck with Sunday from Basketball Wives, because when she came at Brandy talking about have a baby because they was beefed out, knowing Brandy had struggled with cancer and wasn't able to have any more children. So like, I don't really fuck with people that go below the belt like that, because it's nothing. There was no fault of her own. You know what I'm saying? And that had absolutely nothing to do with whatever beef that y'all had. So with that, in conjunction with all the other shit that Erica's done over these Love and Hip Hop seasons and shit, I'm straight. But at the same time, I don't feel that what's his name? Safari is being a good man or father or model citizen in this either. So although I feel like Erica is getting exactly what the fuck she deserves to get, I also feel like Safari is full of shit. And if I didn't know that being a husband and a father was hard. Like, what the fuck world do you live in, bruh? Like, whoever said that shit was easy? Oh, okay, so you must be one of them social media ass niggas that feel like because people take pictures online and cheese, that's what's really going on. And honestly, I feel like you are one of those social media ass niggas. Honestly, like ever since we met you personally outside of Nikki, when you was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you just seemed like a cornball to me. And you seemed like the cornball that somebody could work with. But now I know, no, you're just genuinely a cornball, and then that's just it. So Erica, again, I don't really fuck with you like that, but nobody deserves to be played. And I feel like you were played. I feel like you gave a lame nigga a chance, and you thought because he was a lame nigga and he, loved your dirty Scorpio draws, that it was gonna be what it was, and all that crazy Scorpio shit you was putting down was gonna be cool with him. But because he genuinely is for the streets, it got real old real quick, and you keep trying to have these babies with this nigga that told you he didn't want no fucking more kids. So honestly, I think y'all just need to get the fuck on down. Both of y'all get out while you still can. Get out while these kids are young and they don't have a whole lot of memories of y'all as a unit, and they can just get used to you as mommy and him as daddy, and this is daddy house and this is mommy house, and then they could just grow like that. Because I ain't God, I ain't a counselor, I ain't none of that shit, but I just do not see this ending well. So I just don't. She did have me tripping when she said life is not a rap video every day, because he definitely gives me, I'm a rapper and I feel like it's a rap video every day vibes. So that kind of took me out, but I did feel where she was going with that. And Safari, come close, bro. If you're watching this, why the fuck do you think you can get on Twitter talking about getting married was the worst regret of your life or the biggest regret of your life, and then turn around to your wife and be mad at her for throwing away your wedding pictures, and then tell her when she confronts you about it that Twitter is not real life? When you actually sat up here and grabbed your phone and opened up the Twitter app and tweeted and then said post or send or whatever the fuck it says, and then it went out to viral. Because I remember when the shit happened, because I wasn't even really like on Twitter like that at the time. I've since gotten back, but I heard about the shit. So, I mean, how do you think your wife that you asked to marry, by the way, would feel about you getting on a national platform, a worldwide platform, and saying that marrying her was the worst mistake of your life? And then you turn around when she confronts you about it and you say that Twitter is not real? So what is it, Safari? What do you call Twitter then? Because when I tweet things and they go out into the world, I was real about that shit. I know that shit is real. I know that whatever happens based on what I put out can actually happen, because I actually did that shit. So I don't know what type of fuck boy mind games, mind fucks you was trying to give, but let me tell you something. Wasn't nobody, including your wife, buying that shit. And you really let us know why Nikki said we'll holler at you, because that shit right there, like that type of shit, that get niggas beat up by a woman with weapons and shit. Because I don't know where you thought you was going with that and why that response was warranted and okay and all of that shit. But like, no, Safari, you was fucked up for that. And even if you did feel like marrying Erica was the worst mistake of your life, why the fuck did you have to go on Twitter? Twitter is not your diary, boo-boo. It's not. You can go to Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart, TJ Maxx, wherever. I got a slew of fucking journals I pick up all the time because I enjoy writing and I enjoy journaling and shit. Get you a fucking journal and express that type of shit. Don't go on Twitter where everybody lives talking about some you mad you got married to your wife and it was the biggest mistake of your life. You crazy as hell. You think your kids not gonna see that shit later on in life when they getting bullied because that's what celebrity kids do, get fucking bullied, and folks ain't gonna be talking about, yeah, Sapphire, that's why your daddy didn't even like your mama. Like, and if you tired of Erica coming up pregnant, please, because I know you ain't finna put no condom on. We ain't even gonna talk about that. We know you ain't finna put no condom on because y'all niggas go raw in prostitutes, okay? So we ain't even finna play like that. But can you at least work on your pull-out game? Maybe. I don't know. Because it kills me how y'all niggas be mad at a woman for getting pregnant when y'all got her pregnant. Like, were y'all not in 8th grade when we had sex ed classes and they say you stick a dick in a vagina and then you ejaculate and then the sperm go to the egg and fertilize and boom, there's a baby? Like, were you not there, or did you just not think your shit worked? I'm confused, which is confusing because you got a child already. Please help me understand. I just don't get it. But anyway, so then he says that he doesn't like the aggressive side of Erica. Erica is a fucking Scorpio. So if you didn't like an aggressive side of a Scorpio, why did you get with one? Yes, Scorpios are loving and they are sweet and generous and caring. And y'all, I know I keep playing my braids, but it's just, I know you said no, it's her. So I just, it's just kind of, but anyway, so you get with a Scorpio who has the keen ability to go from negative to 1,000 real quick. And then you say that you don't like her aggressive side? But I bet when you thought she was a fiery Latino mommy, I bet the shit was sexy. I bet it was cool then. But now because the shit is directed to your ass and it's not no small shit that you can just, oh baby, I'm just playing and kiss and fucking it's over. Now it's some real shit because a baby and another baby is involved. Now it's just too much for you. Okay, Safari. I see why Nicki Minaj and Nicki Baby didn't want to fuck with you, and the Dream Doll, like all them women that you was running through before and after Love and Hip Hop. I see exactly why they sent your motherfucking ass packing. And I believe Pleasure P, girl, the light skinned Jamaican chick that came out after you and Erica got engaged, talking about the ring that you gave her. I mean, the ring you gave Erica was the same ring you proposed to her with. I believe that shit, and I believed it then. But because I thought you was a cornball that just was looking for the right woman and shit, then, she was kind of messy on Love and Hip Hop Miami, so maybe she's not really a good source of Safari information so far. But it's like, honestly, no, I feel like she was right because you seem like that type of nigga. So anyway, like I said, I feel like Safari is just completely checked out of the relationship. And Erica, if you want any chance of remaining dignified and having some self-respect and being able to not continue this fucking debauchery moving forward, I suggest you just go and file them papers, because I don't see anything happening between you and Safari that will make this not a fucked up situation. Honestly, it's a fucked up situation, and you have not one but two children that you have to consider. So please keep God and your children first, and just go with that. And Safari, you definitely showed your ass, and I just sincerely hope that you get your shit together. And if you want to be for the streets, play it. Just divorce that woman and be for the streets. It's a lot of people for the streets. Hell, George Clooney didn't get married to a mall and have kids, so he was damn near 50. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want kids either. So it's like, sometimes, and the same thing with John Stamos. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sometimes it's not for everybody. I grapple with the fact if I want kids or not every now and then. So I mean, it's okay to be like that, but it's not okay to be like that and then actually have children. It's not okay to be like, oh, I love you and I want to marry you, and then get married and be like, marriage is hard, and then just check the fuck out. Like, two things can be the same, can be correct at the same time, but they shouldn't be all the time. And that's one of those things. The fact that you got with this woman and just basically have drug her through the mud and allowed your relationship to just be put on the forefront and just be so cold and just basically how you've carried on, I'm not here for it. So with all that being said, that is my review. This went a little longer than I wanted it to go. I wanted to keep it like at the 15-20 minute mark, but I feel like that whole Erica and Safari situation got me going. So that's where we at. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for liking and comment and subscribing to this video. I am committing myself to the Nation B show. So I thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, holla at me in the chat. I am Nation B, here for you guys. I'm so happy to be here, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Toodles.